So good morning one and all. So today let us discuss the last basic binary modulation technique, namely BASK. So in this BASK we distinguish the bits 1 and 0 by using what? Amplitude, which means we use different amplitudes for different bits. So here since it's binary, here m equal to 2. Now we need to generate two waveforms with different amplitudes. So A cos omega ct, that is for bit 1. So the simplest way is for bit 2, for bit 0, we transmit nothing. Okay. So there are different, suppose this is m equal to 2. If you take 4 ASK, it is the next version of BASK. There we may use 4 different amplitude levels. There we change A. Is it okay? But here, so instead of changing A, so for second waveform, we are just transmitting 0, which means we are not transmitting anything. Nothing is being transmitted. Okay. Anyway, so here, right. Now as I told you, so EB, the average bit energy or energy per bit equal to E1 plus E2 by 2. So we follow the same formula across all schemes. Okay, whether it is ASK, FSK or PSK, EB formula is same. E1 plus E2 by 2. Okay, so we keep EB same for all schemes for fair comparison of probability of error. I will tell you later why EB is very important. Okay. Now what is E2? E2 is 0 because there is nothing, correct? So this is 0. Obviously E1 equal to 2 EB. But what is E1? So you know already. What is the energy of the signal? We have done these calculations in all techniques. A square TB by 2. Obviously here FC should be some integer multiple of 1 by TB. This should be satisfied. Okay. Now E1 is A square TB by 2. So now E1 equal to A square TB by 2. But E1 equal to 2 EB. 2 EB equal to A square TB by 2. So from this you can calculate A. What is A? 4 EB by TB. So cos 2 pi fct. So the final waveforms are S1 of t equal to square root 4 EB by TB cos omega ct, and it is 0 for bit 0. So this is for bit 1, it is for bit 0. So we find it is very simplistic model. Okay. Now, so how the waveform look like? Something like this. So this is the data. This is carrier. So this is the waveform. So whenever there is a 0 bit. For 0, what is S2 of t? It is also 0 because nothing is being transmitted. So we transmit nothing, just as it is. 0 means 0. So 1 means we have transmit a waveform. This is for 1. What is this? S1 of t. What is this? S1 of t. What is that? 4 EB by TB cos omega ct. Again 0. Okay. So there are two ones continuously. So here this is for again 1. Again 0. Again 1. Is it okay? So this is the BASK waveform. Now here, so since m equal to 2, what about n? Number of basis functions? It is also what? 1. Why? Because so between these two signals, 1 is 0 always. Anyway, only we are left with one signal, right? So there is no question of independence also. There is only one signal. So you can find out phi 1 of t. How much is the phi 1 of t? You find out. Right. Now here, so we have to since there is only one basis function, how to write s1 of t? s11 phi 1 of t. Okay, right. How to write s2 of t? How to write s2 of t? s21 phi 1 of t. Okay. Now, so we compare this with these two with these two. What do you get? What do you get? Okay, so before that you have to find out phi 1 of t. How much phi 1 of t you get? Phi 1 of t is root 2 by tb cos omega ct. Okay. Phi 1 of t is root 2 by tb cos omega ct. Finally, so if I want to write s1 of t, s2 of t in terms of phi 1 of t, s1 of t is root 2 by tb. So what do you get? You get, so root 2 eb. Here root 2 eb phi 1 of t. This is s1 of t. What is s2 of t? 0. Okay. So compare these two with these two. You compare. So what is s11? Root 2 eb. s12 0. Sorry, this is s21, no? Yes, s21. This is s21. Now, so let us go to the constellation. Okay, so before that, let me tell you here. So m equal to 2, but n equal to 1. Why? Because the second signal itself is 0. So what is phi 1 of t? It is just like root 2 by tb cos omega ct. Is it okay? Now, so we got s11, that is root of 2 eb, s21, that is 0. Okay. So what is vector s1? That is s11, just like bpsk. What is vector s2? s21. Is it okay? Now, how to draw the constellation? It is only one dimensional. So please remember, n equal to 1 means it is one dimensional constellation. Because so the dimensionality depends upon the number of basis function. Okay, this is phi 1. So we should denote s1, s2. Okay, what is s11? That is root of 2 eb. What is s21? 0. So now the vectors become simply points. So s1, what is s1? Root of 2 eb. What is s2? 0. This is the constellation. It is for this is message point corresponding to bit 1. It is for bit 0. Isn't it? Okay. Now, so this is the constellation or signal space diagram of what? Of BASK. S1, S2. So what is the midpoint? Obviously that is root 2 EB by 2. Anyway, so what is the distance between them? Obviously it starts from 0 to this point. So the distance is 2 EB, root of 2 EB. Is it okay? Very, very important. So the distance between two message points is square root of 2EB in BASK also. Okay. Yeah. So here, so the probability of error calculations, I leave it as a self-study, because I have done for BPSK, BFSK. You do it for BASK. It is just like BPSK. Why? Because if you observe the constellation of BPSK, exactly same. The only difference is here root EB minus root EB. But here in case of BASK, what has happened? It just become, it is 0. This is root of 2EB. So the constellation is same. You just try to find out the probability of error of BASK. That is for your self study. Okay. But so it is just like BFSK. What is that? So I am writing for your understanding. The probability error of BASK is just like BPSK. Sorry, just like BFSK. EB by A0. You can also write it is in terms of complementary error function. Now, so we have to go for comparison. Which technique is better? So I told you the quality of the scheme depends upon the probability of error. It is a quantity which defines the quality of the outcome in case of digital communication system. Okay. So before that, so let us draw the constellations of each technique. BPSK. Just now I have written BPSK constellation is, it is one dimensional with the message points at root EB and at minus root EB. So what about the distance between them? D12, that is 2 times root EB. Okay. Now just like that, BPSK is over. Now BFSK, it is 2 dimensional, phi 1, phi 2. This is phi 1 here. It is 2 dimensional with the point root EB here. I mean root EB comma 0 here, 0 comma root EB. It is 2 dimensional because we had two basis functions. What is the distance? Root of 2EB. Now, so let us go to the last technique. It is also one dimensional constellation with the points at 0, 8, 2 times root EB. Here also what is the distance? D12. D12 is root of 2EB. Now, if you observe the distance between message points in all techniques, D12 is 2 times root EB, here square root of 2EB, here also square root of 2EB. Now, you observe the probability of error. In BPSK, it is what? It is what? Q of root of 2EB by N0. Here, in BFSK and BASK, it is same. Both are having same probability of error. So in this case, the probability of error is simply Q of root EB by A0. So this is the probability of error of all three techniques. Okay. Now you can clearly observe that there is a relation between the probability of error and the distance between the message points. Isn't it? So because the distance between message points is same in the case of BFSK and BASK, and eventually they have same probability of error. But BPSK, the distance is different and we have a different probability of error. So if you go by this comparison, the probability of error and the distance between the message points is closely related. They are closely related. How they are related? So the probability of error is depends upon q of d12 whole square by root of. Okay, so let me write another way, d12 whole square, or you can also write simply, you can write d12 by 2n naught whole square. Otherwise, so in simplest terms, you can also write d12 by square root of 2n naught. This is okay. Which means, so here the logic is you don't need to remember the probability of error formulas. The only thing is you should remember the constellations. If you know the constellation, you can simply write the probability of error formula. But you should know this is one formula. It is for all techniques. So let us take a simple example. So probability of error of BPSK. If I ask you find the probability of error of BPSK, what will you do? You just go through the constellation. Okay. So it is root EB. It is minus root EB. So the distance is 2 times root EB. Substitute here. Substitute d12 as 2 times root EB. What do you get? So the probability of error you get is q of 2EB by n naught. Okay. So I suggest you to remember this formula, especially for binary modulation techniques. And anyway, you should know all the constellations. If you know constellations, you can find out the distance between the message points. If you can find out the distance, obviously you can write the formula for the probability of error using this formula. What is the formula? So let me write one more time here. So for all binary modulation techniques, the probability of error formula is simply q of the distance between two message points by root of 2n naught. This is the only formula that is true for all cases. So strictly speaking, it is valid for binary techniques. Okay. Binary means BPSK, BFSK, BASK. So now, so the question is now which is better? Which is better? Now one more thing is here all the probability of errors are functions of EB by n naught. Okay. So the probability of error is a function of Q function of, that is obviously, but the term is EB by n naught. Okay. The argument in the Q function is EB by n naught. Generally we write Q of x. But here what is x? In all cases EB by n naught. So let me take kx, some k into x. But what is x here? EB by n naught. So that's why I told you for fair comparison we must keep EB constant. Anyway n naught will be constant. So it doesn't distinguish between the different types of modulation techniques because it is noise. Noise affects all signals equally. It is called uniform, no? The noise is uniform, which means it affects everyone equally. So we don't have any problem with n naught. But EB should be kept constant across all schemes so that we can compare properly. For fair comparison, we have to keep EB same for all techniques. Okay, so that's why I told you we must keep EB same for all techniques. Same in the sense the formula should be same. That is E1 plus E2 by 2. This should be EB. So if it is same, later we can compare. Okay. Now in our discussions we have kept it is constant. So now we can compare. Okay. Now you know one thing. Q of x is a decreasing function of its argument, which means it increases as x decreases and vice versa. It's a decreasing function of its argument. I hope we have discussed these things in case of PTSP course. I think so. Okay. Okay. Or vice versa. Reverse also can happen. Now, so if you observe all three probability of errors, 2EB by n0, Q of root EB by n0. So this is for BPSK. These are for same for BASK as well as BFSK. Now, which one is better? I mean here, so obviously everybody wants the probability of error should be low. You want to get very less probability of error, less errors obviously. Okay. Now tell me which one is less. Okay. Here the argument of this is more because it's 2 times of argument of this function. If here the argument is more, obviously it is less. Understood or not? Okay. Now, so the probability of error of BPSK is less than the probability of error of remaining 2 techniques, BASK and BFSK. For same EB by n0. Please remember this. So we have kept EB by n0 same across all schemes, then we are comparing. If you do so, this is a fair comparison. So which technique is better? This is better. BPSK is better than remaining 2 techniques in terms of the probability of error. You must also mention why it is better, because it is giving very less probability of error for same EB by n0. You must mention everything for every time. You must mention these things. If you don't mention them, so it may not be a fair comparison. Okay. So always remember, for comparison we have to keep something same for all techniques. Okay. Now, yeah. So now here I have made a statement, very important. To achieve same probability of error, BFSK, BSSK needs 3 dB more transmission power than that of BPSK. So if they have to be same, if I want to make them same, let me take this is EB1, EB2. Okay, for example. So if they are to be same, what will happen? What should we do? Okay, so in BASK, BPSK and BASK, BFSK, what is EB2 by n0? EB2 by n0 should be equal to, in this case it is 2 EB1 by n0. Say, so EB2 should be equal to 2 times of EB1. What is this? What is EB2? This is a bit energy of what? BASK and BFSK. EB1 is bit energy of BPSK. Okay, which means, so to get same probability of error, the BASK, BPSK should have a twice the that of BPSK. Okay, so if you take in logarithms, log terms, so what will happen? Log EB2 equal to log 2 plus log EB1. Am I right? So log 2 means approximately 3 dB. Okay, so BASK, BFSK need 3 dB more than that of BPSK. That's what I told you. To achieve same probability of error, BFSK, BASK need 3 dB more power than that of BPSK. Is it okay? This is very important statement. You can simply understand from this simple logic. Actually it is twice. In normal scale it is twice, but in log scale it is 3 dB more. Okay. Now, so this is the this is a MATLAB simulation, very very important. Always we simulate the probability of error versus EB by N naught. Very very important. I told you already. The probability of error is the function of EB by N naught. So EB by N naught is taken in dB, is the probability of error. So we have shown the graphs. It is for ASK, FSK, it is for PSK. Now from this graph you can clearly observe that, suppose for same EB by N naught, let us take it is 8. Okay. So the probability of error of BPSK is something like this, whereas BFSK and BASK is something like this. So from same EB by N naught, so the probability of error of BPSK is around 10 power minus 4. It is around 10 power minus 2. Let us take 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 4, which means in BPSK it is 10 power minus 4. I am taking approximately. Okay. It may not be exact 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 2. Let me take approximately. So what do you mean by this? 1 by 10 power 4, 1 by 10,000. In case of BASK and BFSK, it is 10 power minus 2. It is 1 over 100. You can clearly see here. In BPSK, if you transmit 10,000 bits, the probability that one may go wrong. If you transmit 10,000 bits, only one may go wrong, or you may get error in 1 bit. But in case of these two techniques, if you transmit 100 bits, you may get 1 error. Obviously, which is better? This is better. Okay. Now they have a difference of 3 dB. What is this gap? This gap may decrease, but so more or less this is 3 dB. Okay. Now this is the very very important simulation. So this is the probability of error versus EB by N naught. Okay, so let us take an example here. Yeah, this is a problem. What the problem says? Bits 1 and 0 are transmitted with equal probability. Okay, so you write everything properly, understand the things properly. So the probability of transmitting 0 is same as 1. Obviously that should be same as 1 by 2, 1 over 2. At the receiver, the PDF of the receiver, PDF of the respective received signals for both bits are shown below. They have shown the PDFs of both signals, which means what PDF? PDF means probability density function of a received signal for bit 1, which means they are given fx of x given 1. What is this? Fx of x given 0. They are given two conditional PDFs of received signal or received bit, shown below. Now, if the detection threshold is 1, okay, so let me be clear here. So they are talking about the threshold. So in the receiver, we have two parts. What is that? Detector or whatever it is, or demodulator, decoder. Okay, so in the decoder, what do we do? Here we go with ML decoder, maximum likelihood decoder. So what you have done there? First we need a threshold. Okay, and later we compare, isn't it? Here in the problem itself, they given that the threshold is how much? The threshold is 1. Okay, so let me be clear here. Actually, for optimum error, the threshold should be the point of intersection of two PDFs. Okay, but here in the problem itself they mentioned that the threshold is 1, but it is not the point of intersection of two PDFs. Here is the point of intersection, it is less than 1. But in the problem itself they mentioned that the threshold is 1. So let us go with that problem. Okay, because they did not mention optimum threshold. The next problem I will show. Yeah, here this is another problem with the same PDFs. Bits 1 and 0 transmitted with equal probability. The receiver, the PDF of the respective received signals for both bits are shown below. The optimum threshold to achieve minimum bit error rate is. The optimum threshold to achieve minimum bit error is. Now you have to find out the point of intersection. Now here in this first problem, they are just asking the what is the probability of error. It is not optimum, it is not minimum, it is just error. Why it is not a minimum? Because the threshold is not optimum. What is the optimum threshold? It should be a point of intersection of two PDFs. Okay, so this is the threshold. So we should compare with this threshold. I told you while discussing the probability of error of BPSK. So here we don't need all the formulas. You just need the areas. Okay, if you remember properly, while discussing the probability of error of BPSK, I told you that. So if you take two PDFs, something like this. If this is the threshold 0, now this is the one error. This area is one error. This area is another error. If it is for 0, if it is 1, what is this? Probability of error of 0, sorry. The probability of getting error. This is for 1, let us take. Now what is this area? This area, what is this area indicates? Conditional probability that getting error when 0 is transmitted. What is this area? What is this area? So probability that E given 1. Isn't it? Okay. So here the threshold happened to be 0. Anyway, but in our problem, they gave that the threshold is 1. It's okay. We'll take that as it is. Now, so tell me. So what is this probability? Two probabilities we have to find out. Probability that E given 0 is how much? Probability that E given 1 is how much? You find out. E given 1 is how much? 0. Why? Because this PDF is not crossing the threshold. Do you agree with me? I'm sorry, this is okay. This is 0. This is 0 because it is for bit 0 now. Okay, so this PDF is not crossing the threshold and getting into the another side. Is it okay? But so we have to find out this because this PDF is crossing the threshold limit. It is getting entered into the other region. Okay. Now, so, but what is the overall probability of error? 1 by 2 error because of 0 plus error because of 1. Since it is 0, obviously you are left with 1 by 2 into probability that error given 1. So this is simple logic. You find out this area. What is that area? it is 1. Okay, so let me write here. You just find out this area. Okay, this is what we have. What is this area? This is 0, it is 1. You would find out this area. 0, 1. What is this area? You just find out this area, no? Okay, let me write here very clearly. This area. It is 0.5. This is slope is 0.5. Here it is 2. So, you find out this area, you will get the answer. This area by 2, obviously. What this area indicates? E given 1. But, so what is the overall probability of error? That is half of probability of E given 1. Okay. So, if you find out this, you will get the answer. Clear? So, the answer is 1 by 16. You try it yourself. So, 1 by 16 means this should be 1 by, maybe 1 by 8. So, it is the right angle triangle of, all these things. So, this into this, half into this into this. Okay. Now, next question. In the same question, they are asking what is the optimum threshold to achieve the minimum bit error rate. Optimum threshold is the point of intersection of two PDFs. So, you just find out what is the point of intersection of these two PDFs. That's it. What is the point of intersection of these two PDFs? This point. Okay, you find out using some line equations. Now, obviously, that is less than 1, no? That is less than 1. So, the answer we get is 4 by 5. Okay, so these are the two problems you can solve. So, please solve so many problems on probability of error from the GATE questions or any other competitive exam questions. Okay, so with this is complete all basic binary modulation schemes. Okay, so in the next class we start with another technique. So we stop here.